the perfect spot for a date. Like, just follow me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, tough guy.
that's me.
All right. Oh, look.
Ah!
One day later.
Gosh, I can't believe I acted like that yesterday. I was being such a wussy.
Hey, what happened yesterday?
Oh, hey, this isn't awkward. Anyways, when I was younger, see, my mom used to always tell me stories about snakes, and it really used to scare me because she was really scared of them. And then also, she used to always promise me that there was no monsters under my bed. Lo and behold, I looked under there one day, and there was a snake, and it scared me to this day. So I was wondering if you could forgive me.
I can forgive you.
Thank you.
Contrary to what many people believe, specific fears and phobias are generally due to external or learned factors. When we are faced with something that we fear, our brain goes into fight or flight mode to keep us safe. Fear itself is an innate survival mechanism that we have. However, specific fears and phobias are generally learned. Humans face what is called the obstetric dilemma, meaning that our pelvis has narrowed as we've become bipedal. A full-grown human has the largest brain size relative to body mass of any animal on Earth. So we're having to give birth to a larger brain animal through a much smaller birth canal.
The obstetric dilemma is such an issue because compared to other hominins, our brains take much longer to develop, leaving us more vulnerable for a much longer period of time. We thus require a lot of parental supervision that leads to many learned fears. While babies do have some innate fears, these fears can be linked with their caretaker leaving the room or loud noises. Most fears and phobias are developed later on. For example, the fear of heights generally shows up in humans as late as 6 years old. As you can see here, our brains, when compared to other primates, such as this chimpanzee, have evolved to be the largest. It's the wrong word. Larger brains are correlated to a heightened brain function and allow us to communicate fears and pass them down through generations and communities. This is why humans, and not other primates, often demonstrate fears in an irrational way. The macho man was afraid of the dinky little snake, not because it was intimidating, but because he learned to fear it. In fact, most of us have fears that are irrational, but are common among our communities.
Since we are taught fears by our community and parents, we can develop fears that are specific to a region. For example, a child who grows up in rural India will not fear encountering a polar bear while walking in the woods. Instead, they may fear predators that are more likely to be present in the region, such as cobras. Additionally, fears that we are taught by our parents usually have some reasoning behind them. If your mother is afraid of spiders, this may lead you to be wary of spiders as well after seeing how she reacts to them. This proves that most fears are taught. While it may seem unlikely, the misconception around the innateness of fear and phobias has the potential to cause harm for a few reasons. Believing that they are innate can make someone believe that they cannot overcome their own phobias, resulting in a feeling of hopelessness for some. It can also make someone and the people around them think that the person is somehow inherently weaker than everybody. This could lead to bullying and low self-esteem. It's also possible that such attitudes could result in someone refusing to be treated for their phobia, even though many therapies have been shown to ease irrational fears. While such stereotypes and the misconception they stem from may not seem obvious at first, they can still cause real-life harm and are important to be aware of.
So next time you notice yourself being afraid of something, think about that fear and ask yourself if it's rational and why you're afraid of it in the first place. Thank you.